Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Stoney Acres Gardening. Welcome to my channel. Hey, make sure you get subscribed while you're here so that you can catch all of my awesome gardening videos all summer long. Guys, I'm super excited today to make a really cool announcement. I apologize if this video feels a little salesy, but this is cool. Pretty exciting for us here at Stoney Acres Gardening. So I'm happy to announce that we have our very first Stoney Acres Gardening seed collection. So we have partnered with True Leaf Marketplace and we have put together this fall and winter vegetable collection. So this is a super fun collection of 14 different seeds that is on sale right now for only about $17. And it's a great collection of seeds that you can be growing in the fall and winter months. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this collection today. We'll run through what's in it. I handpicked all of these. These are my favorite varieties for growing for fall and winter. So I think you're really going to love this collection. There's a link in the description of this video that you can click on to go buy it. But this is awesome. This is pretty fun. It's even got my picture on it. So I'm pretty excited about this. So let's talk about what we have in here. So 14 different seeds that we have in this collection. And like I say, I've handpicked these for my favorite varieties to grow in the fall and the winter months. And so let's run through them really quick and talk a little bit about them. So the first one on the list is actually a pak choi. So this is a tot soy, which is a kind of a variant of pak choi. And this one is super, super hardy, great for growing in the winter months. It's kind of a little bit more like a spinach than it is a pak choi. Tastes more like a pak choi, but is just a super hardy variety that you can be growing during the winter months. Just really, really good for your winter garden. Next on the list is an arugula. So this is the slow bolt arugula, and a great variety of arugula that's going to do really well in the fall and winter months for you. And then Swiss chard, which is one of my favorite for growing during the winter because it is so hardy. It stands up really, really well. Can be a good cooked green or it can be a salad green as well. And so we did a rainbow mixture of Swiss chard, and this one you're really going to like in the winter. It sweetens up really nicely and is just a great variety for you to grow. And then of course we always have to have a kale. Kale is very, very hardy. It does so well in the wintertime. This is Lasiano kale, which is kind of the dinosaur kale. This variety of kale will stand up to the cold winter temperatures even without protection. It's going to do fine in a lot of areas. And so great variety. Kale sweetens up and turns into a totally different vegetable during the wintertime. So this is one you definitely want to try. Then we have my favorite leafy green for all time growing in the winter months, and that is Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. We've been growing this one for about 10 years now in the wintertime, and it is just a great variety of spinach to be growing during the cold winter months. We actually will plant this in August, start harvesting in October, and we'll harvest all the way through until March, sometimes even April, with this variety of spinach. And so this is a great, great option for you in the fall. Another one that is really fun and one that a lot of people don't grow is corn salad. So this is Dutch leaf corn salad. Sometimes it's also called mosh, and that's what I usually refer to it as, is mosh. And this is a very, very hardy winter crop. It actually continues to grow during the wintertime, which most crops don't. This will actually continue to put on size. It's very, very cold hardy and does really, really well for growing during the winter months. So you're going to love this one. We've got some Mizuna. And this is a fun mustard plant. Again, an Asian green, kind of has this ragged leaf look to it. Very hardy, does really well in the wintertime, and a good option for you. Then I've got a couple of different lettuces for you. So we've got black-seeded Simpson lettuce, which is my favorite leaf lettuce. So this one does well in the wintertime, lasts for us at least until December, sometimes into January before it really kind of falls apart. Does really well, very productive, and a great option for you. And then the other variety of lettuce that we have for you is called Winter Density, which is actually kind of a romaine or a Kos type lettuce that does really well. It has a really nice dark leaf color to it, a dark green, and is very tasty. We've enjoyed growing this one for several years now, and I just really like this Winter Density lettuce. And then last on the list is just some regular old pak choi. So this is a Chinese pak choi. I find that fall is actually the better time of year to grow pak choi. One of the things that I always have problems with pak choi is that it likes to bolt really quickly. And a lot of that is because one of the triggers for it to bolt is increasing light. And so when you plant it in the spring, it bolts quickly. But when you plant it in the fall, it actually lasts a lot longer before it bolts. And so I really like planting pak choi in the fall and winter months. And then of course we have some root crops for you as well. My favorite is carrots. And the variety that I chose for this collection is called Littlefinger. They're a really good, quick maturing variety of carrot that just sweetens up beautifully in the wintertime. As soon as the cold weather comes, the ground starts to freeze, we start to get frost, these guys turn into candy. They are just amazing. And so Littlefinger carrots are one that you're really going to enjoy. Then we have some beets. I've kind of discounted beets over the years as being a good winter crop, but here the last 2 or 3 years we've given them some protection with a hoop house, and they sweeten up really nicely and last well into December and sometimes January. And so the variety we chose for you is Detroit dark red beet, and this is a good heirloom variety that you're really going to enjoy. We've got some radishes for you as well, so just a cherry bell radish. And then the last one is a turnip. So this is a Hakuri turnip. It's Japanese, and it is a hybrid turnip, but is a very, very tasty, sweet, long-lasting, hearty turnip that is going to last well into the winter for you and just be a really yummy, bulkier crop for you to have. And so this is definitely one you want to try. So that is it. 14 different seeds, and you get those for just under $17. I think the price right now is about $16.91. Great collection. And it's available right now, so they are ready for you to buy now. And so you need to get those on the way so that you've got those ready to plant when the time comes. Now, when should you be planting these seeds? Most of these seeds on the list, you're going to target planting about 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks before your first frost date in the fall. So for me, my first frost date is usually about October 15th. And so we start planting these crops the first part of August, and we'll plant them all the way through until about the middle of August, maybe the 20th of August, somewhere around there. So we've got that range that we're going to be planting. For you, that's going to change just a little bit based on when your frost dates are. So you want to target about 6 to 8 weeks before that first frost date. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to that. I want you to hold off on the radishes. Radishes like a little bit cooler weather, and so I would wait until about 4 weeks before your last frost date for radishes, and the same with the corn salad or mosh. That you ought to wait till at least about 4 weeks, maybe even 2 weeks before your last frost date, because it likes cooler temperatures down in the 60s for it to really germinate and do really well. And so those two hold off. All the rest of them, you're going to be planting about 6 to 8 weeks before that first frost date in the fall, okay? And then if you want to extend that growing season into the winter months, you're going to need to add a little protection. So here we're talking about some fabric row covers, a hoop house, or a cold frame. Any of those are going to really extend your harvest. And a lot of these crops that I've listed and that we're going to be planting from this collection will actually last all the way through the winter. So spinach and carrots and mosh and tatsoi and Swiss chard, minzuna, all of those are going to actually last you all the way through the winter. So we'll start harvesting in late October, and we'll continue to harvest all the way through March when most of those crops are kind of finished up. So if you offer them some protection, it's actually going to really extend that growing season. So if you want to learn a little bit more about year-round gardening and how to actually make this all happen in the fall and winter, I've got a free mini course that you can go see. So there's a link in the description of this video that you can click on that will take you over, and you can sign up for that free mini course. It's about 45 minutes, gives you a good background on how to make this all happen. And then don't forget, the seed collection is available today, and there's a link in the description of this video that you can click on to go buy this seed collection. So thanks for your support, guys. This is pretty awesome, pretty cool that True Leaf has partnered with us, and I'm super excited about this. So go buy the seed collection today. And that is all that I have for you for this week. Make sure you get subscribed to my channel, and we'll talk to you next week. Happy gardening.